I know they're super fun to watch. Yeah, I wonder if that don't lure a lot of people sometimes. Not yet. Usually I don't. I only watch videos like when I'm getting ready, like when I'm actively watching, like shout out videos. I watch all those when I'm kind of getting ready to lay down. That way I like catching everybody's shout out videos. Because sometimes I do different things with shout out videos. So I like to pay close attention to them. I actually track. I know it sounds weird. I try to keep track of kind of who comes from whose shout outs. I know like last month D-Wing had a lot of people subscribe to me, and they subscribed and left comments and they came from him. So that's why I kind of try to make note of it. Just out of curiosity, can you guys see the chicks pretty good? I mean, I'm kind of wondering how the camera looks in there for you guys. Okay, good. They just kind of look blurry on my laptop. So that's why I was just wondering. I'll be honest, pennies are not my thing. I'm a silver person. More. Yeah, it looks like they're playing football in there or something. I don't know, you'd think one of them found silver the way he's running around in there. $19.40 empty. Never used penny rolls. Are you being serious? They're just empty wrappers like that you take to the bank? What makes them so special? Because I guess I've never heard of that. Wow, I've never heard of the empty. You can still hear me okay, right? I don't usually talk, but since I'm just sitting here looking at pennies still, I want to finish these up. So I figured I'd keep going through them and just kind of, if I get distracted, it ain't no big deal. Because the chickens are my Because there's a lot of people that just love seeing the chickens. In fact, I think they just shut the sound off and watch them. And it's like super easy to keep up with chat when it's just the chicken cam, because it's less people wanting to chat. Hey, what's up, Crazy? How's it going? I'm just sitting here going through pennies. I do my live chicken cam at night sometimes. And it's kind of a slower, but having a live cam on, there's a lot of people that like to watch the baby chickens. Especially when it's full. I mean, there are sometimes in there that there's like 20, 25 in there. And it gets crazy, so... I know, 4-man stack. How's it going? I know. I'm so excited as it gets closer. I'm a little nervous to have to do the hot noodle challenge, but yeah, I'm getting close. I'm gonna have to pass on them. I've never even seen them yet. You ought to do a video though on them and ask. And see, you know what I mean? See what people think about them. It'd be curious to see the feedback that you get on them. Of 2017, D or P? Oh, thank you, Smokey. That's me exploiting them to try to get advertisement for chicks. I'm just kidding. You know, I don't need any. I've got a gazillion P's I don't even need. Is there anything special about the D's that I don't know about? Or not really, just they're neat because they're brand new. I actually even got a box of 2016s on accident somehow. Idaho, huh? Yeah, I don't know if they made it that far. They were really mostly sent up to New England, I think, the peas. Oh, really? There's a lot of die cracks in that year? I didn't know that. I know someone told me that I should be looking at the P's, but I don't have my stuff set up to really like a magnifying glass and stuff yet to really analyze them. No, we hatched. Well, these ain't. First of all, we had 3. The first 3 that hatched belonged to somebody else. So those are already gone. Then the bulk are hatching right now. These 5 right here were they were hatched last night. I'm sorry. Yesterday. And then I have about 4 or 5 more that are hatching this afternoon, and like right around now. There might be one about ready to hatch right now even. I haven't opened it in a little while because once they hatch, you got to leave them in there for like 1 day. So come early afternoon tomorrow, I'll be putting like another 5 in there. Then it's going to get really busy. With 10 in there, it's going to get crazy. I mean, can you imagine being in a little room like that with 10 chicks? I'm just kidding. Did you ever get a P.O. box? Coin collecting? Texas? Because if you did, you need to be showing that stuff on your YouTube channel and say, hey, I just got this book. I'm going to start trying to find some. This is what I got so far. And you might have people eager to trade or help you out. Oh, you don't even have a book then. The first thing you got to do is get the book to put them in. And then, because I see a lot of times people that are like trying to get sets, they're usually people will send like 1 or 2. I mean, around Christmas time, everybody's sending out. The number 1 thing I think sent is Merc Dimes, from what I understand in this community. I saw a lot of people that sent, you know, when I started this channel last Christmas, I wasn't big in the silver community. It was more just focusing in on money and kind of how to save people money with like apps and stuff. Like me and my son will go to McDonald's and we can eat full meals for both of us for under $5 using the McDonald's app, the Burger King app, CC's Pizza app. We go to Marble Slab and get free ice cream there using their app. What you do is you make up essentially like a fake email address. Oh, did I lose it? You make up a quick email address. You register it, then they send you all the free stuff. And then once you use the free stuff, then you just basically, you don't use the account anymore. You log out, then you log in with another email address. Mine, it's made out of, and forgive me if it takes a little time for it to come up, whatever people type. There's a little delay on my chat, but my broider is made up of just glass. It's a 50-gallon fish tank, and a 50 or a 60. It's either a 50 or 60-gallon fish tank. I like it because it keeps them warm. The glass will almost warm up a little bit, so it keeps them at just the right temperature. And they do really well in there. I don't keep them for more than typically 2.5 weeks, and they've already gone to new homes. I make a lot of deals with people. Some people that know that I'm into silver, they'll trade me like a silver quarter for one. Some people will trade me, you know, literally 10 silver quarters for 10 baby chickens. So it's something me and my son do. We enjoy it. Officially, we don't really make any money because, I mean, everything we do is in trade. And if there is any cash, that's usually the money that goes back into it with like food and stuff. So, but they are a super ton of fun. Yo, I'm on air, just so you know. I mean, it's cool, but I just want you to know that I am.
Guess what happened? Logan Paul lost all monetization.
7. Oh my word, dude. The thing's full. There's 7 of them in there. Hatched. On top of the 5 that's in there. I didn't even know more hatched.
Dad, Logan Paul lost all of monetization.
I heard. Somebody told me that earlier.
He was electrocuting dead rats with the taser gun.
That must be what Sour Play was trying to tell me. Sour Player told me his rat died, and he was trying to bring it back to life or something.
He shot it with the taser gun. I wish I could find the
Yeah, I got 7 more in here that already hatched.
Are you getting a Logan, Herbert?
Thing is, now it's gonna be hard to spot which one's Joe's, aside from the black one.
I'm amazed you get smart enough and find out.
That dude's a moron. What did they? So what? They came out and said they were going to demonetize him. Period.
Yeah, they said
Because of that
he's had
shit.
a recent behaviors that aren't suitable for advertisers. So it's gonna take a toll on him. I don't even know if you stay at YouTube. He makes money off merchant, bro. It annoys me seeing the Logan Paul shirt in school. One girl has a Logan Paul backpack, which is the company's crappy backpack, and they just slap his logo on him. And that's producing all the YouTubers.
Dude. All the YouTubers?
No, like, you know what I mean.
What would they say if I said I wanted to see T-Square Talk backpacks?
I don't know how that stuff works.
I would buy a T-Square backpack. You know what I mean? Call it, they could write T-Square Talk, Sound Money, and then have a little chicken underneath it.
Here. What's this?
I need to see it a little closer. I need to be close to my face to see it. I really want to get the new ones in there because there's so many of them. Hey, what's the only devices to watch? Damn it. These minutes, dude. Can you imagine if I hit
I found a little video.
I don't care. Well, how did you find it? Someone else took it and posted it? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Logan Paul, everybody downloads YouTube. His videos, big YouTube videos like that. The second they was a mistake they made.
Hoping that
They re-upload it to upload PC. There was one video where he was doing the live stream and he left the room to go to the bathroom and somebody donated a super chat, or not a super chat, it was like on Twitch, but it's like a super chat, and so it read the message out loud and it said, "Okay Alexa, what's my address?" They made the text-to-speech bot say, "Okay Alexa, what's my address?"
Oh, while he went to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And it said
And
it.
they said, "Oh!" Like you heard him screaming at like, yeah. And then like people were just making it order stupid stuff and things.
So if it said,
It's
if it was T-Square Talk, what would it say? T-Square Talk donated
No.
$5? What does it say?
You said, oh, it would say, yeah, like T-Square Talk donated $5.
But
then
instead
it would
it said,
pop up the
Alexa,
message.
what's my address? Donated $5. Is that what happened?
No.
I'm curious how they got it to
Oh,
say.
your name. It doesn't say your name.
Well, then how did they get it to talk?
It read the message.
What was when I make a donation to somebody, what message comes up?
YouTube doesn't do that. That's Twitch.
Oh, okay. never
It
mind.
reads the
I don't
donation
worry
out
about it.
loud.
I don't want to know anything
But
about
there's a
Twitch.
way.
I don't like Twitch.
Let me speak. There's a way you make it pop up on YouTube too. on, Gigi. Come on, Gigi.
She ain't going nowhere. She don't want to go. Hey, what's up, corn dog? How's it going, buddy? You know, I was just looking in it was getting noisy in the incubator, and I just opened it up and looked, and there's 7 of them that's just hatched within the last 2-3 hours. So tomorrow night, when I do this stream, it is going to be crazy in there. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How's it going, buddy? I'm actually finishing up going through all them pennies that I didn't get through during the stream earlier tonight. Still finding a bunch of wheat pennies. You know, I don't know if I've ever found an Indian. I have Indian head pennies, but I don't remember ever finding one, at least since I've been doing YouTube. I found some when I was a kid and collected, but I don't think I've ever found one since I've been filming. That would be amazing to find that. And for the amount of wheat pennies that I'm finding, I would be ecstatic if I found one. I'll be a little disappointed that I wasn't filming it, but I mean, it happens. I found some stuff before that I couldn't believe I wasn't taping, and I missed the opportunity. Hey, what's up, Chef? How's it going, buddy? 175. Dude, that's awesome. I wish you were here earlier. We had over 20, I think we had 26 people in the chat at one point. When I was doing the penny hunting earlier tonight. It was so crazy I couldn't even keep up with chat. I didn't even get to open but a few rolls of pennies because it was just constant questions coming in and everything. Can't you get your pennies every day at the bank? I mean, can't you go in tomorrow and just buy a box of pennies? I can go get any common coin any day of the week. I can't get the $50 though, except on certain days. You ought to just go get a box tomorrow. Open them up tomorrow on air. The only reason I'm doing these pennies, I'm not big on doing pennies, but these pennies that I've got right now, they came from Maine, in a small town in the middle of nowhere. They don't even order change, they said. They said usually people just, it's the same change just getting recycled in that little tiny town. I mean, it literally, when I asked them for the pennies, they said they had to go in the safe to get them, and it took 20 minutes to open the safe up. I said, why would it take 20 minutes for you to open the safe? They said, because we're so far in the middle of nowhere, if we ever got robbed, it would take 20 minutes to rob us. Two live streams on? Who's the other one? Is it $50? Which, Sean, what's the other stream you're watching? You said it's weird. Is it $50? Oh, I didn't know Junior was doing one. He didn't tell me he was going to do one. Yeah, he's funny. He's a good kid, though. He's got a little work to do. I keep telling him I wish he would put the camera sideways instead of upside down, kind of. Only because sometimes I'll watch it on my TV, and it drives me nuts seeing that big black on both sides. Yeah, he didn't tell me. I wish he had told me. I would have jumped over there, but... Ken Halves? I don't know if I don't know. I'm not sure I've seen that. That name sounds familiar, but... Oh, that's cool. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm sorry, I say buddy. Yeah, we're fixing to try to really ramp up. I mean, I'm just so fixated right now on just making sure that I meet the minimum guidelines now that they've changed them. The minimum guidelines, obviously, you know, is the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subs. So I've been frantically trying to hit that. We're pulling a lot of minutes a week. But I've just got to, I don't want to let up a little bit. You know, like one night I said, oh, I'm just going to call it a night. I was tired. And then I was like, man, I shouldn't have done that, because then the average that you have to have every day goes up essentially. And both of them are going to be super, super duper close. Social Blade is a website that tracks YouTubers. And it tries to predict everything about your channel. It predicts me to hit 1,000 subs on February 22nd, which is 2 days late. I'm hoping that don't happen. Only because if you, yeah, you know, some people are like, oh, you'll just get remonetized later, but it takes like 8 weeks to go through the process, and I really don't want to end up having it shut down and then start over. Hey, you have a good night fishing every day. Take care, buddy. You can, instead of counting sheep tonight, you can count chickens. I'm just kidding. Good night, fishing every day. Oh, that's awesome, corn dog. Yeah, when they start coming, live streams, I've noticed is a good place to just kind of hang out. Since I've been hanging out in live streams, I've picked up quite a few too, talking to people and stuff. I had an awesome chance to get a good shout out today from a channel that had 200 and something thousand people, and the guy was doing reviews on a live stream. He said, all you got to do is just kick out, you know, do a super chat, a donation. Well, I went on and I couldn't figure out how to donate money. I was like, man, I'll donate $2-3 to get a shout out on a big channel like that, where they're going to jump over to your channel and maybe say what he thinks about it. Hopefully he says something positive, but, you know. But I didn't know how to do a super chat yet. If he would have taken a super check, maybe I could have mailed him a couple dollars. I would have mailed him a piece of silver or something. He probably wasn't really even in silver though. He would have got it and been like, "What the heck's this? $1?" Yeah, it blew my mind that this guy was doing shout outs for like $2 and he had like 250,000 people watching him. I mean, when you get that big, I mean, I had a hard time tonight keeping up with, I had 25 people on my live chat and it was hard for me to keep up with all the chatting. I think the next time I do a really big, if I try to do a giveaway or something, I'm going to have a second person I'm going to probably ask my wife if she'll keep up with my chat log while I just handle the giveaway or something like that on live. Because I want to get into doing live giveaways really bad. I think it would be really fun to do. $49 subs now. That's cool though. We all got to start somewhere. You know, that's what's important, I believe, is to know your subs. You know, these channels that have a lot of subs, I don't even know. You know, if you leave, I'm going to use, I hate to use Logan Paul as an example, because I think he's a horrible example of the YouTuber. I guess in current news, he just got demonetized tonight for electrocuting his pet rat. But in short, when you get that many subs, how do you even know who any of your fans are? I mean, you can't really do live stream. You can't really talk to people. You can't possibly know stuff. You know, like some of my subs, I can tell you where they're at, the state, what their favorite coin is, that type of stuff. You learn a lot about people by handling the messages. So my favorite thing is just monitoring, the messages, the live chat, talking to people, leaving comments on their comments. I try to catch every comment. It's hard when it's an old video because you can't check every one of your videos every night and look for comments. That's cool. Well, who's the biggest channel that you watch? If you don't mind saying. $6 million. Oh my word, dude. That'd be amazing to have 6 million subs. I can't even imagine that though. I mean, that number is just so huge. I really don't even know if we got 6 million coin hunting channel, 6 million subs in the coin hunting community. But I will say that the people that we have in the coin hunting community are all amazing people. Crazy projects, like science projects, or Oh, that's cool. Jet powered. Huh. That's nuts. Hey, what's up, Coin? How's it going tonight? You got 7 chickens? Oh my word, that's so cool. What kind? Do you know what kind they are? Oh, wow. Those big, like, monster truck wheels type? That would be fun to watch. Ah, you got some good ones. You know, we want to get some Americanas. Those ones, the Americanas seem so cool because my son sells the eggs to neighbors, and we've talked about maybe expanding and doing like a business card type thing. And I think a picture of the blue eggs with the brown, the white, the reddish, the light brown, the dark brown, all the different colored eggs would be super cool to see. And the Americanas, just something about them, they just sound cool. These ones are just Rhode Island Reds. There is a couple in the incubator right now that I don't know what kind they are. A friend asked me to hatch them. I think they're roundheads. It's more of a wild type bird. A little more aggressive than normal. Oh, okay. Did you make sure you posted a link on that giveaway video? Or at least just, if not a link, just a comment that says that you did one. And I'll make sure I go check it this evening or tomorrow. And I'll end up on like the 21st is the deadline for shout outs. So on the 21st, I'll actually put a list of all the shout outs out. Everybody who did one, and anybody that don't see their name on there can let me know. Because I don't want anybody missing out. If they did a shout out, I want to make sure they get credit for it. Yeah, just the only thing is, don't post the link in here because once this shuts off, all the chats disappear. So I'd have no way to retrieve it. So just make sure you put it on that one specific, either one of the giveaway videos. Really, probably the first one though, the main one. Okay, that's cool. You're gonna post it on the giveaway video though, right? I just don't want to miss it. And make sure you check when I post the list, make sure you got the right amount of entries. This past giveaway, I didn't have anybody complain. So you'll be covered. If you look at the list when I post the list up, I'll post the list and then I'll give a full 24 hours to review the list if you have any complaints. Just because, like I said, one time I did a giveaway and I had one person say he wasn't on the list. I looked for his name. I don't really know what happened, but I felt bad, obviously, but there was over 1,000 entries. So the fact that I missed one, I actually had, because at that point you got, for every comment you put on one of my videos, you potentially got an entry. So there were some people that basically commented on everything I had up. Hey, we got a new subscriber, Catherine. All right, Catherine. Yeah, the gold might be worth a little bit more, but the silver panda, that's actually one of my favorites there. I really like the set of 20 presidential dollars. Only because you can't really find them in really good condition now. And those all came out with gloves. The rolls were open brand new. We got rid of the two end ones. And we took all 23 in the middle and put them in plastics with gloves. So that, to me, that's the best one. And I mean, it's cool for me in two reasons, because we bought the rolls when they first came out, so I literally only have $20 invested in that set, plus the little holders, which are like 2 cents a piece. But it's cool on the flip side because it's so rare. If you look at the new ones, if you look at them now, they're all like brown and dingy looking. Oh, that's cool. Did they turn colors, or are they still new looking? Because once you touch them, once the oil gets on them, unless somehow maybe cleaned, the oil tends to turn their color. That's why even the rolls that I opened, all the ends were kind of all brown. From, maybe just being held or whatever. They still new looking. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a cool, really cool set, I think. You found your first Buffalo nickel and it was on a stream? That's cool. The coolest thing I ever found on a stream was a Walking Liberty. That's the coolest thing I've ever found. I've never found a buffalo nickel yet on a stream. But then again, I haven't really done a whole lot of nickels. I've only done a couple rolls of nickels, a lot of quarters, a lot of pennies, a lot of dimes. I'm never going to do dimes again on a stream. They're just too small for me to handle. So I don't really like them. Okay, I'll definitely, if I decide to take on any more mods, I'll let you know. What? They all laugh? That's... Are you saying you want it for your birthday? How old are you? I don't know how old you are, Corn Dog. Corn Dog 42. You're 42. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like, either you're 42 or you were born in 42 or... That's a big birthday gift. $500. But here's the thing. If a bunch of family members all pooled together and did it, I think that would be a pretty cool gift. And you'd probably be cool even if you didn't get to keep the junk ones, right? If they just got you a box of 500 and said, okay, open them up. You got to give back everything you don't want. You'd probably be cool with that too, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, if 20 people all went in on it, that wouldn't be bad at all. That wouldn't be, but let's see here. What is that? $5 a piece? Let me think here. 500 divided by 50. No, 50 would be 10. Think for a second. Okay, so it'd be $20 a piece. That's not bad at all. I'd kick in 20 for a family member. You know what I mean? Oh my word, that would be so funny. Where are you registered? When you go to register, where are you registered at? The U.S. Mint, the Canadian Mint, Perth Mint. Give them a list. Give them the list of everything you want. It'll be right there. Well, where do we even get this stuff? Bank rolls of $50? Oh yeah, you just go to you can go to any bank and get them. I don't play Fortnite. My son might. My son plays a lot of video games. Can you imagine everybody started giving you boxes of coins for your wedding gifts? Hopefully your husband's a coin collector too. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, whoever you get married to, be a coin collector would be cool. My oldest coin is probably somewhere in the late 1800s. My son's oldest coin is like 24 AD. He picked it up at an auction, and the guy didn't even know what it was, and he told my kid he could have it for $5. It's a Pompey Palace Rome coin. It was made, it's like 20-something AD. It don't even have a date on it. You only know, the only reason we know is we looked up who Pelias Pompus was, and it came with a certificate nonetheless. At the bottom of the box, there was a certificate in the coin, and he ended up saying, hey, how much can I have this for? The guy's like, I don't know, $5? And my kid bought it, and I was like, oh my word. We don't fully know what it's worth because it's so rare. It's not a silver one. It's like a bronze type coin, like a penny. And it's not as well crafted as a penny either. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a thick coin. If you look on, probably about 6 months ago, we did someone started a thing where they wanted everybody to post their best 5 coins. So I did my best. It's called My Fave 5, and his is called T-Square Junior's Top 5. And he shows the coin in there. It's one of his top coins. So it's one of his top 5 coins. He collects a lot more different stuff, whereas me, I kind of try to target gold and silver. Yeah, I don't know if I would feel right destroying a gold coin. And then the guy that makes the coin rings that I know of, I think you got to send him 3 coins and he keeps 2 of them and then makes you the coin out of the 3rd one. I don't know if that would be the same rule for a gold coin, because I wouldn't be able to give up 3 gold coins for 1 gold ring. Hey, you have a good night, buddy. I'll see you again on here. Oh, thank you, Ravenhill. How have you been? Doing dishes. Yeah, I'm just sitting here finishing off my pennies. I had a bunch of pennies to go through, and I did a stream tonight, but I had like 26 people on it, and I was having such a hard time keeping up with the chat and the pennies that essentially I didn't even get but 4 rolls done, trying to read all the chats and jumping back. So I said, well, when I do my chicken can tonight, I'll just do my pennies tonight. We got a ton of wheats though. That was cool.